Welcome to our annual SSBA, that's Student Staff Basketball Association Draft Show. With me is my partner and frenemy, Mr. Ben Horner. Today we're going to let everyone know our draft. What we've done is we've taken our students and our staff members that are going to be playing in our basketball game this year, and we've drafted teams, and we're going to share that with you today. My team name is Team Savage, and we are all things Savage. My first choice, or my first pick, is Ethan Balon, and he is 23 Savage.
First up for my team, this year we're calling ourselves the Drain Surgeons because we're going to be draining shots from all areas of the court in no particular order. First up will be Logan Palm Beach Palmatier. Don't let his surfer good looks fool you, the kid's a player. He can defend, he's got good wingspan, gets up and down the court nice, and he's going to be a fine addition to the Brain Surgeons.
With my next pick is Lil Savage. We're calling him Gavin Beidler. Gavin's going to rule the school this week.
For the Drain Surgeons, Jason Big Country Schoenberg. He's a rebound machine. He runs the floor well for a man his size, and if he's in the mood, he might even dunk.
Only thing he can dunk would be donuts or Oreos or some chocolate chip cookies. Good pick there.
You're
buddy.
such a savage.
Well, he'd be savage if he was eating a donut. My next pick is 30 Savage, Brett Easter. Brett's going to be a beast out there on the floor. I think he's grown a foot since football season, and he's excited to dominate these Drain Surgeons.
Yes, next up for the Drain Surgeons are Sam Hash-Slinging Lasher. He's a tenacious defender. He can score the basketball. His inside-out game is second to none, and he's a great team player. Well, you're going to be less of a fan when he dominates your savages.
He couldn't dominate anything. My next pick is always smiling, Hayden Holdberg. He's going to be 15 Savage, 15 times more savage than anybody on his team.
That's because we're civilized Drain Surgeons and there's nothing savage about us.
That is true. An understatement.
Next up for the Drain Surgeons, Glenn, I Believe I Can Fly McBride. He's a court general. He knows the game well. He's been coaching for years. Great knowledge. He's got good handles. And when he's on the floor, it's going to be pandemonium for your sad group of savages.
Pandemonium. He's been hitting the frying pan quite a bit, and the only handles he's got are love handles.
Oh.
He's starting to look a little bit more like me. My next pick is Maceo Miller. He'll be 22 Savage. 22, like a beast.
Next up for the winners, the Drain Surgeons, Zach Sky Higher Meyer. He's a fantastic two-way player, a gritty defender. He can score, has good range, and he's going to see a lot of action for the victorious Drain Surgeons.
My next team member is Kyle Negan. He'll be 13 Savage. Kyle and I were practicing in a gym the other day, and he was draining some shots. He's going to be draining the drain surgeons for sure.
Next up, for the drain surgeons, Stephen Pitbull Vogel. He's going to give us a lot of muscle in the paint, and he got his nickname because he plays like a pit bull. He's going to be a key player for us, a great asset, and clog things up in the middle.
But I'm sure that dog has no bite. My next team member is 32 Savage, also known as DeMarco Singleton. DeMarco's a great player, good football player, great out on the basketball court, and he's going to have a dominating performance against the Drain O surgeons.
I've just got one thing to say about that. Lawrence Smay, 10 for 10 from the field. Overall, probably the best two-way player in the whole draft. Fantastic defender, great scorer, a do-everything type. We can build a winning team around this young man.
My next player is 20 Savage, also known as Evan Woodard. And Evan is a great general out on the court. He's got great ball handling skills. He's going to score. He's going to run our offense for us, and he's going to be running up and down the court around you drain surgeons.
I agree with the general comment because he's generally average, as is your entire roster. Next up, for the drain surgeons, is me, Ben Dr. Hops Horner. I consider myself to be pretty tough in the half-court set. My skyhook is somewhat of a legend and still a formidable tool, and I was the MVP of the 2001 student 8th grade game.
My next pick is myself. I am the Savage Wordsmith. Great with my words and even better out on the court.
Words, 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 that's all I'm hearing. Now, up for the drain surgeons, Justin SpongeBob Squarepansky. He is an exceptional size, good wingspan, a great competitor, and a fantastic team player. I think he's going to help us round into a winning championship unit.
My next player is the Savage mathematician, Mr. Simmons. And we're going to need his math skills to count up all the buckets we're going to get against you guys.
Math skills. What's the difference between 53 and 26? That's right, a victory from last season. Oh. So have him crunch those numbers. Next up, for the drain surgeons, Blake Randall Dazzle. This guy has outstanding quicks. He's a good ball handler, a scrappy defender, and he's going to complement our up-tempo style that we plan on using. He's going to be all over the Savages like a spider monkey.
My next pick is the administrator of all things Savage and Unsavage. That would be Mr. Frickin. And Mr. Frickin has promised a dominating performance this year. He's going to be there the whole game, taking care of the whole thing. Means business this year.
Speaking of business, I already told him that I'm going to send 3 kids to the office the hour before the game, so he's down there taking care of his administrator business, and he probably won't even show up. But if he does, we'll handle him. Next up, and last but not least, remember these were in no particular order, for the Dream Surgeons, Ben Wild Wild Westrick. He has great size, good length, he's a slasher, runs the floor well, and he is going to be a fantastic asset to the 2-0 Drain Surgeon.
Last year we didn't have Mr. Sass, and we're going to call him Sassvage because he's a savage sass. He's the youngest member on our staff. He's sure to bring some youth to our already dominating team, and he's going to round out our group.
Well, it sounds like a bunch of dialogue so far and nothing more. I guess in a couple weeks we'll settle this on the court.
It'll be settled. I think it's already settled.
Settled. Closing
Sure,
statements, Mr. Bill?
This year we promise to dominate, and we will be savage.
Savage. Well, I have a little rhyme for you in closing. Well, you're back for more. Your motive seems sincere. You've got your savages. Well, we're precision engineers. A step slow, a bit confused. This is like you dogs are stuck in first gear. Tempo's up, we're scoring fast. It's getting all crazy up in here. Up big, late fourth quarter, the outcome getting clearer. The frenzied crowd erupts with a thunderous, raucous cheerer. Up against our pressure defense, watch your scoring disappearer. We gonna run you out the gym, just like we did last year.
That's why you are not considered the wordsmith.
Word. So chew on that, Mr. Wordsmith.
They'll be chewing on the basketball court.
All right.
I'd
I
like
guess
to say good luck, sir.
that concludes our show. Oh, a little dab will do you.
little dab
Good
will
luck
do
to you,
us.
Mr. Grant.
You too, sir.
Let's settle this on the court.
We'll see you there.
Adios.